Welcome to AlphaCars. My name is Dimitri, and today we're going to check out 2016 BMW 328. Let's take a look at it. We have it right here in our showroom on the display lift right here. And this vehicle has a nice transparent history. We actually sold this vehicle when it had 24,000 miles. It has 48,000 miles now. We sold it to a local customer, and she just sold it back to us just because she doesn't need this car anymore. And I wanted to get one thing out of the way. Even when we sold it first time, it had listed an accident in the rear, and it makes reference to the undercarriage and the rear end of the car. We're going to look at this, and I don't know what Carfax has in their database, but the car is 100% original, and the only marks that we have here are these on the bumper, just from a couple of parking lot interactions, or parking interactions, I should say. There's also a small scratch right here on the bumper. And there is one right here, you can barely see it. And then we're also going to put the car up on the lift and check the undercarriage, which is really, really nice and clean. We also use the paint meter on this car, and we confirm that this beautiful pearl white paint is factory original on factory original body panels. You can see, and you can see the readings, paint meter readings, on our website listing. And as usual, our website listing is very thorough and extremely detailed. And I'm doing more measurements right here. Pearl white, this gorgeous pearl white, is a 3-stage paint, and usually you'll see readings ranging from 3.5 to as much as 6.5, could be even 7 in some instances. And I'm checking it with you right here. We're measuring 5.5 on the door, 5.5 on adjacent quarter panel, 5.5 towards the rear of the panel. So measurements are consistent, and they are also consistent with the factory measurements. You can see 4.5, 3.5 in the vertical section, 5.5 on the horizontal section. And we'll do more measurements. Actually, let's get this out of the way. We'll go around the vehicle. 4.5 on the door, 5.0 on the front door, 4.5 on the fender, 5.5 on the hood, 3.5 on a forward part of the hood, 5.0 on the rear section of the hood on the passenger side, 4.5 on the fender. And look at this gorgeous pearl white paint under our showroom lights. It's beautiful. Then we have 4.5 on the front door, 4 in the rear door, and we are back to the quarter panel where it measures 5.0. We will check out the roof, but let me assure you, it is 100% original. So we are going to lift the vehicle up, and we're going to look at the undercarriage. And we'll lower it on the safety locks. So we're safe to walk under the vehicle. Here it is on the lift. And we're going to start from the front of the vehicle. We're going to take a quick walk, and then we'll look at the specific details. So let's start looking at the details. We're going to start from the very rear. And again, I'll remind you, we are taking a special look at this vehicle, very careful look, because Carfax, during the first ownership, registered a rear end collision damage. They didn't say collision, some kind of a damage. And also, they said undercarriage. So we already, with our technician, did an extremely thorough inspection. We did not find any signs of the damage. So we don't know exactly what it was, but all the parts look original and there are no concerns of any kind. We're looking at all original structure. Even the hardware is original. We can see the bumper was not removed. We can see it still has the original heat shield. We can even see, we look at things like hardware, and you can see if it was turned or not. We look inside the splines, and it is original. None of the stuff has been moved or touched. We're also looking at the suspension. So it could have been, maybe it was a wheel damage. We don't know, but it was registered by Carfax as the underbody damage. Undercarriage. So we are confirming undercarriage is in fact extremely nice. We've done some awesome upgrades as well. You can see the details on our website listing. You can see brand new Continental Extreme Contact, one of my personal favorite tires. We also have done full BMW service inspection. I believe we've done new brakes front or rear. And again, you can see the details on our listing. So let's continue with the underbody inspection. I'm going to zoom out a little bit so we can see more. And check this out. There are absolutely no scrapes. You can see things are actually in a condition consistent for low mileage vehicle that was minimally used in our New England environment. And the front bumper looks very, very nice. There were a couple of very minor surface scuffs that we touched up with the color matching white paint. It looks a little bit off just because it needs to blend in, but you couldn't see those scratches anyway when the vehicle was on the ground. So again, the hardware on a front bumper and all around the vehicle, all original, has not been turned or moved or replaced. There's absolutely no damage. We checked the alignment and did the alignment after we installed new tires, and there was actually didn't need any adjustments. The alignment was well within specifications. Obviously, there are absolutely no leaks anywhere from the drivetrain components. And as you can see, the exhaust system looks awesome. So we will continue the inspection of the vehicle. We'll lower it and we will continue looking at it. As I can see right now, it looks like we put new brakes because I can see, looks like new rotors in the rear. But again, we can confirm that when we look at the listing. And we can also, yeah, that was the rear brakes. I can see front brakes in good condition, but they're not new. We also, while we have the vehicle up on the lift this way, we can look at the condition of rims. They're nice and clean. Right front rim has a very minor, but certainly noticeable scuff on the lip, and another one right here. Let's look at the other rims. Right rear rim looks very nice, no issues. Again, the rear end of the vehicle here. Left side rims, minor scuff that we touched up, and left front rim, small scuff here. And actually these are just stains from the soap, so otherwise looks very, very nice. Brake rotors are in great shape, and the car looks impeccably clean. When we lower it, we'll see it in just a moment. We lowered the vehicle. Let's check out the exterior. Very, very, very presentable condition. Has great set of options and packages. And please visit alphacars.com. Check out the listing and you'll see all the details. We're gonna look at the paint meter readings on the roof, which measures 5.0. 5.0 in the front. As you can see, the rear end of the vehicle is very, very nice with just a couple of small dings from parking interactions, probably by other drivers. And there were a couple of scratches I showed you when the vehicle was up in the air. One on this corner, you can't even see it from the angle when the vehicle is lowered. And another one, you can barely see it, it's right here. And that's probably the worst that we have disclosed. The rest of the body looks very, very nice. Let's take a peek inside. Classy black interior with nice red stitching. You can see the sunroof. The condition of the interior is close to new. Here it is. Again, we're all about transparency. We're going to disclose, I don't even know if you can see it, but they're very, very light scuffs on the aluminum, machined aluminum of this door handle. I'll try to pick the right angle, so maybe you can see it, maybe not. It's barely noticeable, but again, we're all about covering everything. The seat looks incredibly clean, and it's a sports seat with a nice adjustment for your thigh support right there. It's a power seat with lumbar adjustment. So again, for all the options, you can visit alphacars.com. It also has a nice touch. It has pedal shifts right here, so you can shift in the manual mode. And we're going to look at the engine compartment real quick. Oh, I forgot to do it double. So on the BMW of this vintage, it's very nice. You can just do it once and twice, and that will open first and then unlatch the hood so you don't have to chase that little lever. We have great engine here. Very popular these days. It's used throughout a BMW lineup. Twin turbo, nice power, exceptional fuel efficiency, and phenomenal performance. Again, the condition of this car is impeccable. All the hardware is nice and clean. Nice and clean under the hood as well. And we will mention that the windshield is nice and clean as well. No damage on the windshield. No chips in the forward part of the roof, something very common here in New England, but I think this car spent very little time in the harsh weather. You can also see it by the condition of the front painted parts, the hood, the forward part of the fenders, and forward part of the bumper. Minimal to no chips. LED headlamps, beautiful body lines, and of course, as any BMW, it delivers ultimate driving experience. Thank you very much for viewing this video from AlphaCars. From our Boxborough location, we were showing you this 2016 BMW 328 with about 48,000 miles. It is a two-owner vehicle, and the second owner purchased it from AlphaCars when it had only 24,000 miles. It has 48,000 miles, and it was just serviced by our service team. Don't forget to subscribe, share, and please let us know which videos you like the best by simply clicking the like button.